What's up? This is Alex Rose, DJ and producer. For those of you who don't know, I make weekly videos showing you how you can jumpstart your DJ career and improve your productions for all you starting out. Today we've got a really cool topic about how I went about becoming a club DJ here in Vancouver, British Columbia, and we'll go over the steps that you need to take in order to get to the point where you're playing club shows like I do. All of that after the intro. So for some context, I started DJing in January of 2017. I started producing electronic music in January of 2016. So it was about a year gap where I was learning FL Studio, honing my production skills before I started actually learning how to DJ and playing shows. Right out of the gate, I was able to play some club events from my friend's company. But this really goes into the first step of how you can get those types of shows. For most DJs starting out, they begin in their bedroom or in their basement, playing on their controllers, waiting for club gigs to kind of show up on their lap. And in reality, this is not how it works. And there's a specific way that I managed to jump ahead of that, multi-year stage of practicing in my own bedroom. So the way I did that, the secret to success as a DJ, especially when you're starting out, is networking. Having conversations with people is the strongest way to give yourself opportunity. The way that I got my first club show at the beginning of 2017 was actually from a connection I had made 2 years prior. 2 years before that show in 2017, in 2015, I went to a singer-songwriter meetup and decided to make some conversations, see what people were up to, see which ways I could collaborate with different people. Keep in mind, I hadn't even become a producer at this point. I'd only been in rock bands at the time, and my main concern was finding people to maybe start a new band with or something like that. So I connected with people based off of their personalities, found some people who thought the same way as me, and added them on Facebook. 2 years later, when I decided to start DJing, one of those connections ended up hitting me up and saying, "Hey, do you want to open this show?" And I said, yes, I would love that. But the opportunity is not just limited to that kind of happenstance. So for about the entire year of 2017, I was really just reliant on playing these individual shows from that connection I had made beforehand. Now, while this was really cool and I got to play a lot of awesome big clubs here in Vancouver, I wasn't really going anywhere. I wasn't really growing or moving as an artist, as a performer, which you always should be doing. So I decided, hey, why don't I just take that lesson that I learned from the beginning of my career and apply it once more going into 2018. So the way that I did that was I connected with some of my friends from high school who I knew were prominent DJs in kind of the scene, who had been experimenting with new companies and showing a lot of entrepreneurship. And I said, hey, those are people I want to link up with. They're showing entrepreneurship and creating new opportunities, and that's the kind of thing that I want to do as well. So as a result of one of my friends who is trying to create a residency around the city ended up inviting me to guest DJ at one of those nights on a Saturday at a major club, which was a fantastic opportunity, one of the best shows I have ever played. Made me super proud of the work that I do and really increased my brand as a result. Of course, there was lots of cross promotion going on between our socials, and that was a really great opportunity for me. Furthermore, at one of my regular shows with the same connection that I was talking about from 2017, we had other DJs come in from outside of kind of that closed network, and every time we did, I made sure to talk to those people. I made sure I was always having conversations and always finding new opportunities for myself to grow, especially when it came to one really significant connection that I made in February. At one of my shows, I had a conversation with him. I knew that this DJ was playing a lot of different residencies, a lot of different clubs around Vancouver. So I made a point to talk to him and get to know him. As a result of that, he invited me out. And this goes into the next major thing that you can do to help yourself succeed as a DJ. And that is showing face, going out. Now, it's very easy to think, oh, I don't want to, go to a club and spend money when, I've already played a couple shows at clubs and I get everything for free. Like, this really sucks to have to be like a regular person again. But in all honesty, that's the only way that you're going to build the connections necessary to continue to get shows. So I began going out at least twice, maybe up to 4 times a week, having conversations, getting my face out there, branding in person, right? Branding is not just a social media strategy. It's not just something you do online, but it's something you do in person. And after, having those conversations enough, I ended up agreeing to promote for different clubs, which was, again, another way to just get your face out there, get your name known. And after, a month or two of promoting for those clubs and showing that I was committed to the success of their different residencies, they ended up onboarding me as a DJ. So I went from, at the beginning of 2017, playing maybe one show every 2 months, to now my tour dates look like this. And I play, maybe 2 shows every month or more. Really, in order to be successful in this kind of business, it's all about the connections and relationships that you build. So make sure that you're taking every opportunity, that you're putting yourself in the best situation possible, that your name and your face is in the minds of everyone when they're choosing who's going to DJ here, who's going to guest DJ for my residency, who do I want to give the opportunity to, who's showing hustle, who's showing face at every opportunity. And as long as you do that, it won't even matter how good of a DJ you are. Of course, having talent is important as well. It's important that you practice. It's important that you hone your craft. Because, for instance, some DJs will get lots of these opportunities, but behind closed doors, they're kind of shit on for not having high enough skill. Whereas other ones, they'll play a couple shows here and there, and their skill is so high, and they can have such good pull in terms of the crowd that they bring, that they end up getting way more opportunity. But my 2 big pieces of advice is to take every opportunity to converse with people and build relationships that you can. And second is to show face and show respect as much as possible to key stakeholders, and not just key stakeholders, but everyone. If you do those 2 things, you will gain the kind of pull to attract a crowd, and you will gain the respect from the industry that you really want in order to get more shows. So those are my 2 keys to success. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this kind of content, make sure you like the video. Comment down below what your growth path has been like as a DJ, what kind of shows you've been playing, and where you see yourself going in the next couple months and the next year. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, so that you're notified of all my new videos. And happy dancing. Got the key.